to order. We have the Sergeant at Arms has secured the doors momentarily. Members are taking their seats. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. President.
Do we have any volunteers for a brief evening invocation? Chair recognizes the Senator from District 6. Members, please rise for the invocation.
Shall we pray? Father, we thank you that you give us this time and this day. And God, we come to your throne and ask for your wisdom. God, we need you more than ever. We need your guidance. We need your heart. We need your strength. I pray that you'll guide us through this day and through this night. I pray you'll bless us and help us that we can honor you first and foremost. I pray that you be with each and every senator in this room and every person, the guards, the staff. I pray you'll bless their families. I pray you'll comfort them. I pray if anyone is going through anything right now that's troubling their heart, I pray that you give them the peace that passes all understanding. I pray you strengthen them, and I pray that you encourage them in this time. But I pray more than anything, dear Father, that we will honor you first. We thank you, God, and we praise you, what you've always have done for us. May we never forget your grace and your mercy. And we thank you, and we praise you, and we ask this in your precious name. And everyone say it, amen.
Thank you so much. We would very much like to journalize the Senator from District 6's wonderful remarks today in this Easter season. Thank you, Senator. All right. Has everybody recorded their presence in the chamber? If so, the clerk will take the call. With 43 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland remains in session. All right, or is back in session, excuse me. All right, today, or this evening, we have a number of things to get done, but we will probably not be too long. So a number of the concurrences that we thought we might have, we do not have, but that's all right. We're going to keep plugging along. So let's jump into it. Are there any announcements before we do? Any? All right. Without objection, so be considered the reading of the journal from the prior legislative morning. Let's see, we've got the report on the Committee on Rules. This is calendar report number 7. Clerk will read the bills.
House Bill 97, Delegate Learman, Department of Housing and Community Development, Office of Statewide Broadband Established, Digital Connectivity Act of 2021, jointly considered by EHE and B&T.
Majority Leader moves so be considered the reading of the bills. All right, let's do the concurrences here. Excuse me, these are will not concur. This is Senate Bill 202. This is calendar number 8. Senate bills amended in the House. Clerk will read the bill.
Senate Bill 202, Senator Kelly, Correctional Services, Parole, Life Imprisonment, JPR.
Chair recognizes Chair of the Committee.
Thank you. The Senate bill set forth a couple of guidelines for the composition of the parole board and then also established a 20-year limitation for diminution credits before diminution credits could be awarded. The House stripped those amendments out. JPR does not concur and appoints Senators Carter, Huff, and Waldstreicher to the Conference Committee.
All right. The motion before the Senate is to not concur in the House amendments. On the House amendments, any discussion? If not, all in favor of the amendment of not concurring, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The Senate will not concur. The clerk will read the message.
By the Majority Leader, ladies and gentlemen of the House of Delegates, Senate Bill 202, Senator Kelly, Correctional Services, Parole, Life Imprisonment. The Senate refuses to concur in the House amendments and respectfully requests the House recede from its position Should the House prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the Senate appoints Senator Carter chair, Senator Wallstreicher, Senator Huff. Said bill is returned herewith.
Message having been read is adopted. We've got another not concur. These are Senate bills amended in the House. This is calendar 9. Clerk will read the bills. Or the bill.
Senate Bill 107, Senator Hayes, Labor and Employment, Secure Maryland Wage Act, Finance.
Chair recognizes the Vice Chair of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Bill 107 requires an employer to pay covered employees who are non-exempt from the Fair Labor Standards Act working 50% or more at their time at Maryland's heightened security locations specific wages over a period of years. The House amendments exempt the airlines and provide that employees under a state service contract being paid a state living wage will not be paid a secure wage under the bill. The Finance Committee moves not to concur, and you can see up on the board Senator Hayes, Vital, and Augustine for a conference committee if it becomes necessary. So Finance moves not to concur on Senate Bill 107.
All right, committee requests that the Senate not concur on the House amendments. All in favor of the committee's suggestion say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The Senate will not concur with the House amendments. The clerk will read the message.
By the Majority Leader, ladies and gentlemen of the House of Delegates, Senate Bill 107, Senator Hayes, Labor and Employment, Secure Maryland Wage Act. The Senate refuses to concur in the House amendment and respectfully requests the House recede from its position. Should the House prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses and/or Secretary?
All right, the message having been read is adopted. Next, we've got Education, Health, Environmental Affairs. This is Senate bills have been in the House, number 12. Number 12, clerk will read the message. I'm sorry, not the message, the bill.
Okay.
Apologies.
House Bill 12, Delegate Watson, alcoholic beverages, sale or delivery.
Senator, I think we have a 762.
House Bill 762, Senator McCray, Maryland Electricians Act revisions. The Senate refuses to concur in the House amendments and respectfully requests the House recede from its position. Should the House prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the Senate appoints Senator Pinsky chair.
I'm sorry, hold on, Madam Chair, Madam Clerk, just a moment. We got to get the House amendments for 762 first. So we are on 762, and the chair is going to recognize the chair of the committee to explain the House amendments and the committee's determination here.
Thank you, Mr. President. As you'll see, it is not concur. This bill requires licensure of electricians by 2021 and permits local boards to register electricians. The House made a number of amendments. They removed the licensure exemption for solar installations. They called for requiring a licensing scheme be adopted by a certain electrician group, and finally it delays the required licensure date. The committee moves to not concur.
All right, the chair urges that the Senate not concur with the House amendments. Any discussion? If not, on the motion to not concur, all in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The motion carries. The Senate will not concur. Clerk will read the message.
Okay. By the Majority Leader, ladies and gentlemen of the House of Delegates, Senate Bill 762, Senator McCray, Maryland Electricians Act revisions. The Senate refuses to concur in the House amendments and respectfully requests the House recede from its position. Should the House prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the Senate appoints Senator Pinsky chair, Senator Washington, Senator Riley. Said bill is returned herewith by order Nicole Alexander, Secretary.
All right, message having been read is adopted. All right, let's do a more complicated one while we're at it. We've got we're going to bring up House Bill 72. This is a Senate receding. If we could read the bill.
House Bill 72, Delegate Anderton, County Boards of Education, Student Transportation, Vehicles, and Report.
All right, and we have a message. We have message number 1 for the
By the
bill.
majority leader, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, the House of Delegates refuses to concur in the Senate amendments and respectfully requests the Senate recede from its position. Should the Senate prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the House appoints Delegate Washington chair, Delegate Smith, Delegate Hornberger. Said bill is returned herewith by order Sylvia Seeger, Chief Clerk.
Chair recognizes the chair of the committee to give us a sense of where we stand.
Mr. President, members of the Senate, the two amendments offered by the House are minor amendments. We can live with them, so we will move to recede.
All right, the chairman has moved to recede, which means we're going to have to take it back, pull the amendments off, pull those committee amendments off. So just give us a moment here. So the motion is to reconsider the vote by which the bill passed third reading. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The bill back being on third reading, the chairman now moves to reconsider the vote by which the amendments passed or were added to the bill. Any discussion? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The motion carries. The chairman now has moved to withdraw the amendments. Any discussion? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. All right. Now that everything has been pulled off, House Bill 72 is now again on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, the clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote? Explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 45 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 72, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed.
I'm going to read the message.
Oh, yes, clerk, yes, the clerk will read
By
the
the
message.
majority leader, ladies and gentlemen of the House of Delegates, House Bill 72, Delegate Anderton, County Boards of Education, Student Transportation, Vehicles and Report, the Senate recedes from its position on HB 72. Said bill is returned herewith by order Nicole Alexander, Secretary.
All right, next order of business, we have a message from the House, House Bill 517, if we could read the message.
By the majority leader, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, the House of Delegates refuses to concur in the Senate amendments and respectfully requests the Senate recede from its position. Should the Senate prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the House appoints Delegate Healy chair, Delegate Harrison, Delegate Weevil. Said bill is returned herewith by order Sylvia Seeger, Chief Clerk.
Message having been read is ordered journalized. Clerk will read the Senate's message to the House.
By the majority leader, ladies and gentlemen of the House of Delegates, House Bill 517, Delegate C. Watson, Clean Energy Loan Program, Remediation Resiliency. The Senate does not recede in the Senate amendments and agrees to a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses. The House has appointed Delegate Healy, Chairman, Delegate Harrison, Delegate Weevil. The Senate appoints Senator Hester, Chair, Senator Kagan, Senator Ellis. Said bill is returned herewith by order Nicole Alexander, Secretary.
All right, message having been read is adopted. So we're setting up some conference committees. We've got another message from the House. This will be House Bill 12. Let's read the message from the House.
House Bill 12, Delegate C. Watson, alcoholic beverages, sale or delivery for off-premises consumption. By the majority leader, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, the House of Delegates refuses to concur in the Senate amendments and respectfully requests the Senate recede from its position. Should the Senate prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the House appoints Delegate D.E. Davis, Chair, Delegate T. Branch, Delegate C. Watson. Said bill is returned herewith by order Sylvia Seeger, Chief Clerk.
Message from the House having been read is ordered journalized. Clerk will read the message to the House.
By the majority leader, ladies and gentlemen of the House of Delegates, House Bill 12, Delegate C. Watson, alcoholic beverages, sale or delivery for off-premises consumption. The Senate does not recede in the Senate amendments and agrees to a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses. The House has appointed Delegate D.E. Davis, Chair, Delegate T. Branch, Delegate C. Watson. The Senate appoints Senator Simonera, Chair, Senator Kopinski, Senator Washington. Said bill is returned herewith by order Nicole Alexander, Secretary.
All right. Message having been read is adopted. We've got one more conference committee to set up. Ooh, this is some drama with this bill. We have a conference committee for organized killing contest. Clerk will read the first message.
House Bill 293, Delegate Stein, Natural Resources, Organized Killing Contest Restrictions. By the Majority Leader, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, the House of Delegates refuses to concur in the Senate amendments and respectfully requests the Senate recede from its position. Should the Senate prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the House appoints Delegate Gilchrist, Chair, Delegate Stein, Delegate Jacobs. Said bill is returned herewith by order Sylvia Seeger, Chief Clerk.
Message from the House, having been read, is ordered journalized. We will now send a message back over. Clerk will read the message.
By the Majority Leader, ladies and gentlemen of the House of Delegates, House Bill 293, Delegate Stein, Natural Resources, Organized Killing Contest Restriction. The Senate does not recede in the Senate amendments and agrees to a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses. The House has appointed Delegate Gilchrist Chairman, Delegate Stein, Delegate Jacobs. The Senate appoints Senator Kagan Chair, Senator Simonera, Senator Lamb. Said bill is returned herewith by order Nicole Alexander, Secretary.
Message having been read is adopted. That one this conference committee may be a symbol of the whole session here. All right, let's go to third reading. Do we have another? Oh, let's do that. We'll get this one done, and then we'll go back to it. All right, let's go ahead and get to the capital budget so that we can get this one over to the House so they can concur with us, hopefully. This is third reading calendar number 25. The clerk will read the bill.
House Bill 590, the Speaker, Maryland Consolidated Capital Bond Loan of 2021, B&T. Amended.
All right. Senators, this is the capital budget. It's on third reading, but we will have some amendments. Chair recognizes the chair of the capital subcommittee.
Thank you, Mr. President. And just so everybody knows, we're incorporating the House amendments onto this bill. We spent a little bit more than the House, so the House has decided to come in with some amendments, rightfully so, for some monies. And what we're trying to do is avoid a conference committee, so they'll just have to concur. So I've got some House amendments and I've got some Senators' amendments. So if we can roll on, I'll move forward.
All right, Senator, if you want to read the first amendment.
Okay, first amendment is on page 5, line 13.
Oh, I'm sorry, the number. It's
373-829/1.
All right, give us just one moment.
Okay.
Oh, just give us one moment. Do we have it? It's traveling the interwebs gradually.
It's going around the world to get next door,
That's
right?
right. That's it. The electrons are smashing together as we speak. And there we go. All right.
Okay, so I will note the Senator's amendments. The other amendments are House amendments coming in for projects. So what the First Amendment does is it strikes money for the DLS building, which we already have enough to start it, and that's our cushion, our sponge we call it. So it's striking $36,650,000 and substituting $28,650,000. Do you want to do each one or just the whole thing?
I was just about to say, Senator, I think maybe if we, So members should have this on their computers. There's a fair number, so this is sort of some minor changes here and there. How about we do this? On this amendment, we'll say the center has moved the amendment. It's before the body. Why don't we take a look in the floor report and let's give members just a moment to review if they have any questions on this particular amendment. Any questions on this amendment? It appears not. Any discussion on the amendment? If not, all in favor of the amendment say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. I believe another set of amendments, Senator?
Okay, Amendment 2, another House amendment. Basically, in line 9, they're striking $20,750,000.
Whoops, hold up, one moment. We have adopted the committee amendments. So we have a couple sets of amendments here.
Are we dead? Oh, okay. Okay, Amendment 5, which is we're calling this the Senator Hershey Amendment.
Well, let's, Senator, we need the number.
It's all under one.
Forget about this. You want to look at these? Are these all in here?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, 123525/1.
Okay, 525, just one moment, let's load it up.
Why don't we double check them? Yeah, I think I have them all. Okay, I have mine.
All right, if the Senator wants to describe this amendment.
Okay, on page 48, line 37, 38, strike pavilion and kayak launch and substitute boardwalk and observation tower.
All right,
And on line 1, page 49, substitute an ADA accessible boardwalk and observation tower.
all right. The Senator has moved the amendment. Are there any objections to the Senator's amendment and discussion? If not, without objection, the Senate adopts the Amendment 525. All right, another amendment number?
313621/1.
All right.
Senator Riley.
Oh, Senator can't, we have to avoid using the Senator's names.
Oh, okay. Senator from Anne Arundel County.
There we go. All right. This is, are we up? Not quite yet. All right, there we go. Senator may explain the amendment. Unless we want would we like the maker of the amendment to explain the amendment?
Mr. President?
I will yield to him.
Yes, maker of the amendment.
Thank you very much. There's no money involved in this amendment, Mr. President. The other day, the capital budget leader reminded us that the language in the budget bill is critical. So we added some language to make sure this money can be used in the most appropriate place for the drug and alcohol residential program in Anne Arundel County, named after former Senator Robert Pascal. Thank you, Mr. President.
Wonderful. All right, Senators move the amendment. On the amendment, any discussion? If not, all in favor of the amendment say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. Another amendment?
709333/1. Senator from Baltimore City.
All right, one moment. All right, I think we are ready. The senator from the 40th district. Do we want
Baltimore Unity Hall.
All right. Senator moves the amendment. Any discussion on the amendment? If not, all in favor of the amendment say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. One more.
Okay, these are mine from other two senators. It is 283220/1.
220, just one moment. All right, Senator may explain the amendment.
2 Prios, Studio 541 Museum, and Prologue Outreach Center.
All right, Senator has moved the amendment. Any discussion on the amendment? If not, all in favor of the amendment say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. Any further amendments, Senator? or was
One
that-
second, I'll just flip through here.
No rush, no rush.
Okay.
I want to make sure we get it right.
Okay. Yes, Mr. President, I think we got them all.
All right, so we are in final form.
We are.
Excellent. All right, in that case, Senators, House Bill 590, the most complicated capital budget that probably the state has ever done, is now on third reading for final passage. Chair recognizes the Senator from District 1.
Thank you, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate. Permission to use the Senator's name.
Senator may proceed.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Senator Peters for the outstanding job he has done this year. That money's still coming out of the artesian well. For this part of the budget, it's a separate budget. As you know, we have the capital budget and the operating budget. And from this side of the aisle, I want to thank him for allowing our participation. He asked for our participation, keeps us informed on what's going on. I can tell you, Mr. President, he travels around the state looking where projects are to go and projects that people request so he can see what's going on and get a better understanding of where our money's going and how it's being spent. So we appreciate that, and I'm speaking for my colleagues over here and the colleagues on the Budget and Tax Committee and also on the Capital Budget Subcommittee. We want to thank you for allowing us to participate, and thank you for the outstanding job you did this year. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator, and thank you for that observation. It's been a good year. Good year. And of course, we are very thankful to the DLS staff who's been navigating in this COVID environment, how to make the budgets all work together. This has been quite non-traditional, but successful, we believe. All right, any further discussion on the capital budget? If not, the clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, in explaining his vote, Chair recognizes the Chair of the Capital Subcommittee.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to thank all the senators for coming to the drive-through window here and fixing our LBIs. The bank is closed, okay? So the newest thing I'm getting is if I knew we had more stimulus money, I would have asked for more. But I also want to thank, I know it's kind of unorthodox, but I really want to thank Delegate Ben Barnes. We sat down, he became the capital budget chair. We said, we're going to fill all the LBIs. You do what's your side, I'll do on my side. And then Secretary Brinkley came in. He funded a bunch of capital projects. So all three of us worked together, and that's why we don't have a conference committee. And I know there's been some tough issues on the floor, but when it came to this, all three branches worked together. And again, I just want to thank my colleagues for their support. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. All right. Any further explanations of vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 46 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 590, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Back to the House it goes. All right. Let's do this. Let's try and get through some third readers. We'll do one concurrence, and then we'll get through the third readers, and then I think we're gonna call it for the night. So let's do. This is Senate bills amended in the House. This is calendar number 10. Clerk will read the bill.
Senate Bill 205, Senator Helderman, alcoholic beverages sale or delivery for off-premises consumption, EHE.
Chair of Education, Health, and Environmental Affairs. This is a not concur.
Thank you. Just confirming on a high-level issue with the Chair of Budget and Tax. Thank you, Mr. President. This is a not concur. This is, as passed by the Senate, the bill authorizes counties to adopt a local law or resolution allowing restaurants, bars, and taverns to sell and deliver certain alcoholic beverages off premises after the executive order goes, and the House amendment strike language requiring counties to opt into the bill's requirements, as well as provision requiring the Department of Health to study and report on the expansion of alcohol access. We would move to not concur and go to conference.
All right, the committee moves to not concur. The motion before the Senate is to not concur. Any discussion? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The motion passes. The Senate will not concur. The clerk will read the message.
By the Majority Leader, ladies and gentlemen of the House of Delegates, Senate Bill 205, Senator Hellman, alcoholic beverages, sale or delivery for off-premises consumption. The Senate refuses to concur in the House amendment and respectfully requests the House recede from its position. Should the House prefer a conference committee to confer on the disagreeing votes of the two houses, the Senate appoints Senator Simonera chair, Senator Penske, Senator Washington. Said bill is returned herewith by order Nicole Alexander, Secretary.
All right, message having been read is adopted. All right, let's do these third readings. We've got third reading calendar number 19. Clerk will read the first bill.
House Bill 83, Delegate Queen, Public and Non-Public Schools, Electric Retractable Room Partitions, Review and Report.
All right, House Bill 83 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, the clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 46 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 83, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 123, Delegate Pena Melnick, Preserve Telehealth Access Act of 2021.
All right, House Bill 123 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 46 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 123, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 295, Delegate Love, Water Pollution, Stormwater Management Regulations, and Watershed Implementation Plans, Review and Update.
House Bill 295 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 46 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 295, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 463, Delegate Barron, Maryland Health Equity Resource Act. This is an emergency bill.
House Bill 463 is on third reader for final passage. Any discussion? If not, the clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 46 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 463, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 630, Delegate Solomon, Primary and Secondary Education School District Energy Use Policy and Study.
House Bill 630 is on third reader for final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 32 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 630, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 738, Chair, Ways and Means Committee, Election Law, Certificates of Candidacy and Ballot Questions Revisions.
House Bill 738 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 46 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 738, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 777, Delegate Brooks, Power Plant Research Program, Review of Application for Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity Alterations.
House Bill 777 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, the clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 34 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 777, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 790, Delegate P. Young, Procurement, Office of Small, Minority, and Women-Owned Business Affairs, Small Business Reserve Program, and Veteran-Owned Small Business Enterprise Program.
House Bill 790 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, the clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 46 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 790, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Clerk will read the next bill.
House Bill 800, Delegate Clark, Natural Resources, Waters of the State, Mobile Lake Locator Application.
All right, House Bill 800 is on third reading for final passage. Any discussion? If not, the clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. With 46 votes in the affirmative, House Bill 800, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. All right, senators, you know what? I think we've done a lot of work. I think we're good. We've only got third readers left. We got plenty of time. We can take them up on Monday. All right, let's see if there are any announcements. Chair recognizes the Vice Chair of Finance.
We're meeting at 7 still Monday night, Mr. President? Is it 7 p.m. on Monday night?
That's the plan.
Okay. Finance is going to meet at 5 p.m. on Monday for voting session, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator. Chair recognizes the Chair of Education, Health, and Environmental Affairs.
Mr. President, Education, Health, and Environmental Affairs will meet at 4:30 for voting.
All right, thank you, Senator. 4:30. Chair recognizes the Chair of Budget and Taxation.
Budget and Tax, just hold your calendars for possible voting at 6 p.m. on Monday.
6 on Monday. Thank you, Senator. Chair recognizes the Chair of Judicial Proceedings.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We'll meet at 4 p.m. on Monday for a voting session.
4 p.m. on Monday. All right. Excellent. Thank you, Senator. Any other announcements, delegations, select committees? Delegations? No? Are we? Yes, Chair recognizes the Chair of the Baltimore City Delegation.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Baltimore City Senate delegation will meet at 6 p.m. on Monday. We'll be joined by our mayor and our comptroller.
Excellent. All right. Any further announcements? Anything out there? Nope. All right. Look, this has been a long week. I hope everyone gets a little bit of rest in one way or another. Get some time with family. So we can come back for a hard-charging final week of session. Can we even imagine that? Final week of session. How'd the O's do today? Did they win? Look at that. 2021, looking up. All right. Okay. Let's do a quorum call before we adjourn.
Mr. President,
Has everyone recorded their presence? If so, the clerk will take the call. With 46 members in the chamber and a quorum being present, the Senate of Maryland remains in session. One moment, the Chair recognizes the senator from Prince George's.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I hesitated to make the announcement, but the Prince George's senators will be meeting at 4 o'clock on Monday. 3 o'clock on Monday.
3 o'clock on Monday.
3 o'clock on Monday.
3 o'clock on Monday, Prince George's senators. Excellent. All right, Chair recognizes the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate of Maryland stand adjourned until Monday, April 5th at 7 p.m.
Without objection, so ordered. Stay safe, wear your mask, get the vaccine. Happy Easter, happy Passover. Get some rest.